Shankaracharya, in his introduction to the Brahma Sutra Bhashya, is one of the most profound essays on Vedanta. It's called Adhyasa Bhashya, the commentary on superimposition. There he says, practically speaking, even he says, those who are well versed in Vedanta, in day-to-day action, he says, Pashwadi avisheshat, there is no difference between them and animals. And then he gives an example. He says, as a cow, harita trinapurna, if you take green, juicy grass and hold it in front of the cow, and the cow is attracted, it comes to eat the grass. And then he says, danda udyatakara, with a raised stick, if you threaten the cow runs away thinking it's going to be beaten. Exactly like that. Temptation and tribulation and trials. Most human beings are attracted towards what it seems at the moment pleasant and nice, and scared away by what seems terrible and scary. That is samsara. It's because of ignorance. What Vedanta says is a very high ideal. But just because it's a high ideal does not mean it's false. It's true right now. Does not mean it's impractical. It's practical right now. Swami Vivekananda says it's a high ideal. And then one of his famous quotes, which we have quoted often, it's in this lecture. He says, if a man with an ideal makes 10 mistakes, a man without an ideal will make 50,000 mistakes. It's always better to have an ideal, the higher the better. Pursue it. He says, this Atman is to be heard about, reasoned about, meditated upon. Shrotavya, mantavya, niridhyasitavya. Again and again, tell yourself, read about it, hear about it. These highest truths. That's why so many Upanishads and so many texts are there. If you get bored, the same Isha Upanishad again. All right, here is the Kena Upanishad. Here is the Chandogya. Oh, I've read all the Upanishads. Here is the Bhagavad Gita. And then there are so many texts. And this truth is found in the core mystical traditions of all religions all over the world. So, hear about this again and again in 100 different ways. Sing about it, talk about it, express it in worship, in philosophy. Think about it, reason it out. And once you have got clarity, live. Not just meditate upon it, try to live life according to it. And what seemed difficult and impossible at first, very soon, it becomes much easier. And giving great joy as it becomes much easier. You don't have to wait until you become a Brahmagyani, enlightened person, liberated while living, Jivan Mukta. No. Even before that, to the extent that we practice, to that extent we are saved. Sri Krishna says, Swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Even a little practice of this teaching saves one from great fear.